So, welcome back to the factory building. This is the last box in this release wave I would lay my eyes on. Okay, sorry. It's the factory building. The factory building you can see commonly in Middle Europe from Hamburg over to Frankfurt, even in the Ruhrpott. Düsseldorf, Bonn, or even in Stuttgart. Or I have talked to my friends from Austria. We met at the Austrian Salute and they said these buildings are quite commonly seen in Austria too. So I think in Belgium or in the Netherlands it would be also such buildings, maybe in the UK. So let's look over in the box. This box will contain one factory building with okay, sorry, I must translate Erdgeschoss. Okay, the first you have the first floor, yeah, the Erdgeschoss. One moment. Okay, I'm back and yeah, my English vocabulary is sometimes really lousy. Bad, and so we have the ground floor. Okay. Shame on me. Back to school for me. Okay. Yeah, the ground floor, first floor, and the roof. It's a flat one. So I have. It comes delivered in this nice styropor case. So we have here the ground floor. Oh, here the flat roof. And of course the first floor. So we do have here a nice little factory building, workshop, maybe. So you have here the entrance. Some for the employees on the other side also. And two great. Okay, the next vocabulary I must search. Okay, and the upper first floor with only windows. So if you look into it, it is fully playable. Also the ground floor. It is stackable. You can make greater buildings if you have more of them. Three floor or even more, or even only a one floor building. You can have all together. So let's test it with some infantry. I've brought some. So my infantry will have really nice space in here. So if you set all these infantry bases, plenty of space, so you can use to have 3 medium bases in one row. You have at least space for 6 medium bases. And to show you another size comparison with a tank, I've brought you an M1 tank here, and it's not quite the height of one floor. This is good. So you can conceal your tanks behind out. So if you want to play hide and seek with the Russians, use this building as well. And my M1A1 tank would make nice little steel racks out of the Russian tanks. So it's a nice little building. It's well painted. It fits quite good with each other. It's quite a large building, and there I come to the price of it. It costs 42 euros. and yeah, it's not quite cheap. So you have to talk to your local dealer. My local dealer, Silent Night Games, made me a really good price. Thanks, Elsit. And yeah, the with this you can have you have to look at both sides of this medal. So on the one side, if you have enough time, if you have the resources and the tools, you should make one of these buildings quite easily out of your resources. So, or even trash. Don't waste everything. Or look over to Gamecraft Miniatures. In the US, they make quite good MDF buildings or good plywood things. Maybe they are some cheaper, but they are not painted. This is fully painted. So you get the service of a fully painted, ready to use factory building out of the box with no time to waste. So the other side of the medal is if you have less time, more money, or not the resources, or even you're not handy to build build some of these things, you're quite. I'm happy with Battlefield in the Box. Yeah, I like this because out of the box on the battlefield, and yeah, you can play. The other things might be have more details or more with more love built, but if you haven't if you have not the time to build these things, there is no love or lesser love or less detail. So you have always to look on both sides of the medal, and yeah, I'm happy with Battlefield in the Box. I like this, and yeah, I will use this factory building really often. Yeah, this was the last thing in this release wave from the buildings. The last thing I would have to unbox for you is the petrol station. I didn't get it at the moment, and I hope I will get it really soon to have a view on this one. So if you have also a factory building like this, self-made or even not, if you have self-made some of these buildings, please send me a pic or a link for from these buildings. I would be happy to see this, and please write something down in the comments about this building, what you are thinking about it. And yeah, we from the Green Horde are happy you have watched this video, and have a nice day, and bye.